white people party music, and it is certainly getting attention with the images drawing an almost immediate backlash. In a comment posted to his Instagram page, one person wrote, "If a white person did this by switching to African American as a joke, hell would be raised." Another person said, "You obviously don't care too much for your fans because you knew both races would just attack each other on your page, so unnecessary." Well, since Monday, Cannon has been going back and forth with fans on Twitter defending the stunt, and even posted this image of Robert Downey Jr. in blackface for the movie Tropic Thunder with the caption that read in part, "There is a big difference between humor and hatred." Joining me now, blogger Natasha Eubanks, founder of the popular website The Young, Black, and Fabulous.
Hi.
Natasha, thanks for joining us. Okay, so let's jump into this first. You posted this on your blog.
Correct.
You said that the comments have continued to come in. What are people saying?
Well, it's kind of split. Some people feel, oh, this is backwards racism or reverse racism. This is something that Nick should have maybe thought about before he decided to go forth with. Then there's the other side of people who I probably agree with, who say, how is this racism? How is this reverse racism? White people never had to deal with the blackface minstrel show, that type of historical significance that we had to deal with back in the 1800s to the 1900s for 100 years. So it's two different scenarios here. So it's a little split on whether he was being racist or not.
But how is this, for example, Juliana Huff, very well-known singer, she was in blackface for a Halloween costume as Crazy Eyes, the character from Orange is the New Black, in her Halloween costume, and people ripped her from top to bottom for it. And she wasn't even actually black, it was more bronzy, but whatever, I digress. What are your readers saying is the difference between what Juliana Huff did, in their opinions, and Nick Cannon?
Right. Some people feel as though there's a huge difference between a comedian / actor, which Nick is, and someone who just dances for a living and dressed up for Halloween. What was the intent? The intent is the difference here. Was her intent
Juliana
to be funny?
would say, my intent was just to be funny. She said that she was a big fan of the character.
The issue there is that Juliana, we know you're not, you putting on a bronzy black face does not make you any more that character than you dressing up for her as Halloween. It was unnecessary. But when an actor / comedian does something, it's part of the art of what they're doing.
So Nick Cannon tweeted out, "I'm happy we are all having this conversation. It's definitely needed." What do you think he means by that it's needed?
I think that any type of debate when it comes to race, when it comes to what racism really is in this country, it's always a good thing to talk.
Okay, just quickly here, another thing that was on your blog under the same headline with Nick Cannon is this African pop star, Denicia. She's from Cameroon. She's created a beauty cream to whiten her skin. She was a brown skin person, about my complexion before. This is her now. I thought this wasn't real. Apparently, though,
it's very
this is a big issue. I mean, listen, if you look at it, you don't think it is real. What are your readers saying about this?
It reminds you a little of Little Kim, right? No shade. She markets it as a cream that you put on certain spots of your face. As a black person, when you get discolorations, you put it there. Unfortunately, it seems as though she looks at her entire body as a spot.
But is this a deeper issue? I mean, listen, Lupita Nyong'o spoke about the prejudices that she experienced because of being a dark-skinned black woman. 100%. Is this something deeper here that we should be talking about? I personally
do feel like there's a self-hate issue there. You can mask it as anything you want. Oh, I'm just trying to make my skin smoother and prettier. Your entire body now looks like a different person. That is self-hate. She actually did speak out about Lupita Nyong'o and said, I think she kind of blasted her for bigging up her own brown skin, and she did not apologize for that.
All right, well, you know what, it is a hot topic. I'm sure there will be no shortage of tweets coming my way, and I will respond to them because we're having a TAM chat after the show. But thank you so much, Natasha. It's a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
Thank you. And up next, there's a lot going on this morning.